Bonjour! My name is Abomination and welcome back to the BHDL. This is week 4 against Captain B-Nard. This is the hardest I've prepped so far this season. Their team, on paper, it doesn't look like it's so excessively overwhelming, but it's actually pretty good. It's a lot better than it looks, if I'm being honest. So we see roughly kind of what I was going to see, except for no Mudsdale. I was expecting Mudsdale to kind of slow down a Dragonite, but no Mudsdale. Caesar could be hazard removal, but I'm just gonna lead Shusanki here. That's what I planned. That's what I'm going to do. But they could lead the Sneasler very easily. I'd rather actually not lead Shusanki if they go ahead. But okay, so what I'm actually gonna do, because there's no Mudsdale, I'm gonna lead with Vatican here. I'm Magnet. Now there is a Goodra, and if they run Scarf on something, I'm pretty surprised actually if they run Scarf on something, because this is the first week I'm not bringing Flame Orb with the speed boost, to outspeed all the Scarfers. That's the Sneasler. Okay, so that's not really what we want, because I'm very afraid of a potential Scarf on this guy. So you know what? I'm gonna go into Remore, fearing a Scarf. If they double the Goodra, they are obviously not Scarf. If they just hit me, they are Scarf. So yeah, Remore is exactly what I'm gonna do. Alternatively, I could go Sedonagu and get a pivot to see what they want to do. To instantly get that pivot, I think that's fair. I think that's honestly fair. I am gonna go straight into Sedonagu. I'm gonna see if I can get the pivot. If they Swords Dance turn 1, okay, so they are definitely not. So the captain is Goodra, they are not Scarf Sneasler. Okay. I did not want that to be the case. So the captain is here, Sedonagu is in. What we're going to try to do is Thunder Wave, but if we take any hit from this thing, we're activating our eject pack, which is fine. I don't think they go for a Draco Meteor, but we're just going to try to Thunder Wave. That it hits everything on their team, except for Rotom. But Rotom coming in, I don't really see that happening unless they expected Thunder Wave. They're going to Sludge Wave expecting... Ooh, that does good. They get a 10% poison, which is going to matter because we are Regenerator. Which sucks, but we're full health now, and then we can just go into something like Tergerdo. That did good damage to me, if I'm being honest. You know what, though? I know this thing's a Terra Captain. I'm gonna go into Remore. Now, I'm aware this thing can easily be... This is his Terra Captain. This is his Terra Captain. I'm gonna go ahead and Iron Head and predict him to terrestrialize into a fairy type. Iron Head. he could play it safe. If he goes Caesar, actually it doesn't matter. If he goes Caesar, that's fine. We'll see who's faster here as well. And I'll see if he's Sap Sipper, which actually I didn't bring Vileplume, so it doesn't really matter if it's Sap Sipper. But I am Terra Grass on Vodkin. But I know he doesn't like to Terra first. He's gonna go ahead and Terrasilize though. Show me the fairy type, please. Show me the fairy. Show me the fairy type. Ground. Okay. Well, it's not weak to Ironhead, but we'll see. We'll still get some information here. We are faster. Ironhead does decent damage to that thing, and we are going to get the flinch on it, which is very good. And it's going to be leftovers. Surf will not do as much damage. I'm gonna Dragon Claw. I can take a hit from this. Dragon Claw, Remore. Got the wrong Terra, that's fine. This thing is immune to electric type moves now, but it is weak to grass. That's why Mudsdale's not here. But either way, it was a good resistance to Vodkin. I'm perfectly fine with going for the Dragon Claw here. My multi-scale is intact, and it will do a lot. That Ironhead did like 25%, so I expect Dragon Claw to be a 2-shot from this range, potentially. Yeah, it looks like it. So they Sludge Wave again. They get another 10% para, which means we can never get multi-scale back. Not para, poison. But based on what I can see here, I think they're in the range of another Dragon Claw. Do they want to let this thing die? I don't know. It really sucks that we're poisoned. That is very, very bad. Their switch-in is Caesar, which is a fine switch-in, but it's actually perfectly fine by me because it is. It's perfectly fine by me. I am just going to Dragon Claw. We can't really hurt the Caesar that much, but Dragon Claw should be fine here. Caesar doesn't really hurt us in return, except now that we're poisoned, it'll always get through our... Well, actually, if we roost to full, we can roost to full and then take a hit afterwards. And then multi-scale will activate then. That's the only case, as if we're faster than something like this Goodra here, which is good. I'm glad I put the speed I put on Remore. I think he switches to Caesar, but that's super risky because we could easily have Flamethrower. Pinchy? Is that? Yeah, it is. Okay. I feel like it had a different name in the past. Is this thing also leftovers? We'll find out here shortly. Yes, it is, so it's not banded. I think they U-turn here. I'm just gonna roost, I think. I don't really have a good switch-in. They got 2 10% poison, which is horrible. I do have a switch-in. Terragyarados is a perfect switch-in, but I think I want to Surf, maybe? Excuse me. But I'm actually just gonna go ahead and roost to full. Take whatever this thing wants to do. It's leftovers, so it could be Swords Dance, but that's never a problem for me. I am gonna roost. They double. Into what though? They're scouting for the flamethrower, which is a good play. Here comes Rotom. Here's a roost. But because we're poisoned, we're never gonna get multi-scale. That really sucks. But we're not going to be Will-O-Wisp either, which is the good news. So I'm just going to Dragon Claw this Rotom. I want to know how fast this thing is. Dragon Claw. Is it faster than Remore? It probably is, because we don't have that much speed. A choice Specs. Volt Switch. Should be pretty evident. I want to know if it's Specs as well. He likes Specs on his spin cycle. So he could easily be Specs. We're going to be outspeeded. That's very good news. That was good damage. Hex. Wow. That tells me he's going to have something. What is he going to have? What does that tell me he has? But that doesn't hurt us too much. It's leftovers. It's not going to be anything. It's not a problem. I'm just going to roost. If I roost, I resist its electric type moves, and I'm also faster. That's very good news for Suicune. And this thing is not Trick, which is also very good news for Suicune. Both Goodra and this being weakened is very good for Suicune, because I'm Mono Scald with Substitute and Calm Mind. And max speed to try to outspeed this Rotom, even though it is faster than us base speed wise by 1 point. But max speed, if he let off at all on his speed, we were gonna outspeed it. So the roost should be obvious, except he doesn't. He might Volt Switch here. He hexes again. That's fine. It does. Another Hex could bring us down, but actually, wait. Because of this poison, I feel like we're not gaining. I should have looked at the health, but are we still in green? I don't think so. So no, we're not. I'm just gonna. I have to Dragon Claw here, but if they go for another one of those, actually, you know what? Screw it. Roost again. If they go for another one of those. Like, eventually I think we can get up to multi-scale range, roost, so they hit the multi-scale, and then I can hit this thing again, twice. I think, anyway. I don't know for sure. They could actually go into their Arcanine as well at any point. Like, Arcanine can come in. But they stay in yet again. They're not quite there. I think we could get the multi-scale here this turn. Come on. Give it. Bring it. Bring me. Come on. Bring me green still. God! I don't think I die to the next thing. I'm gonna Dragon Claw right now. Because if Arcanine comes in, that'll also be nice. Dragon Claw is my play. And also Roost is becoming predictable here. I don't want him to get comfortable with that. Okay, we Dragon Claw again. Good damage to the Rotom. They Volt Switch, so okay. We are gonna survive the next thing, but we're in range of a lot. We're in range of anything here, pretty much. If we did not get poisoned there, Remore would be way better. I don't know if they could have Will-O-Wisp, I suppose. Actually, they do. They have Hex. They have either Thunder Wave or Will-O-Wisp, so the poison there is not so bad because the Rotom would be able to deal with us a little bit, but we did just do good against it there. And we know it's bulky. I'm assuming Arcanine comes in here, or Sneasler. I think I just would let Remore die to anything that comes in, though, I think. I'm not too worried about anything. So it's going to be Scizor, so Bullet Punch. And he can get leftovers. Bullet Punch is so easy here for him. But I'm glad he's leftovers and not banded. We're definitely in range of a Bullet Punch here. Do we let it happen is the question. We could easily go Suicune as well, just to take that hit so it does nothing, and then we can fire off a Scald in return, which Scald does really good work to his team. Minus that Rotom, really? Yeah, I think we just go down to the Bullet Punch. I mean, at the same time, I can Roost later. In front of something like... not Goodra. I can put on pressure later. I think I'm gonna predict the Bullet Punch. I'm gonna go Suicune here. If they predict this, that's a good job. That's good for them if they make this call. Nope, they do not. There's the Bullet Punch. That's good news. That's good news. So, I think I Calm Mind here. I could Scald as well. Like, Rotom is getting weakened. But I don't want to. At the same time, they could just try to U-turn in front of me. Alright, and I can get a big Scald off on this. Yeah, so you know what? Scald away. Scald away, Suicune. Scald away. If they go Rotom, I think I'll sack just Dragonite to it, I think. It's very easy to sack Dragonite, and unfortunately, because we got that poison, we can't go Sedunagu, the Reuniclus, against it, because it can always Hex us. There's no way they risk... Okay. Now, unfortunately, we do not get the burn. That would have been absolutely perfection if we did. That really sucks. We got two 10% poisons. We can't get a Scald burn. I don't think they'd risk that again, so you know what? I'm already all in. I'm already in on Suicune. This sucks. Knockoff was not that big of a deal. This thing is getting on my nerves, but only because I do have to weaken this for Jolteon. Scald again, maybe? I think Rotom comes in this time. I honestly do. Rotom is... You know what? Just Calm Mind. Just Calm Mind. Because what's going through my head right now is Rotom is only a problem because Suicune needed to set up in front of stuff. Azelf comes in, actually. Last I checked, this thing was, you know, it likes to run its, Focus Sash. It could be physical, that's the problem. I would love to Mirror Coat right now, but it absolutely could be physical. It won't be, though. Right? Right? I'm gonna Scald. I really want to predict this. Okay, Encore. I really wanted to predict something. Okay, but that's fine. Because we have a Dragonite, and whatever. This thing can't... It won't matter to me if it sets up. Fine. Losing leftovers is annoying. I can't... really wish we would have got that burn. So yeah, I just let Remore go down to this Azelf. I don't think it's going to Focus Sash. We are unaware of the favor, so I'm fine with this. With a Babiri Berry as well. Kill me. Show me one of your two moves, by the way. Psychic. Okay, makes sense to me. Probably Shadow Ball. If I had to guess for a second move, you are Life Orb. So, but we just go Shusangi here. That's. There's not much question. We go Shusangi. It is a life orb attack, but we are fairly specially defensive. We also have a lot of special attack. And if this thing takes us out in this exchange, that's fine. Moonblast, the Caesar coming in, you know what? Moonblast, straight up. If Caesar comes in, that's fine. Because we can flamethrower. They psychic again. How well do we take this? Perfectly. We take that perfectly. Could be a damage roll. Special attack drop might make them think something is up. That might make them want to switch. But if I dare Moonlight and they stay in, they encore us. I really don't know this thing's other move. That's the problem. I wish I did. Because if I go Sedunagu right now, it's at +1. I can take a Psychic easily. I like Shusangi's health right now. I think I'm going to go into Sedunagu. I'm going to risk this thing. I don't know what its other move is. That's the thing. I love having that there, the Berry ready for Caesar at any point. Also, I want my rocks up at some point too. They Psychic again. Is that a crit? No, it's not. It's just Life Orb. But because of the poison, we might be in range of a second one of those. We do not have a resistance. I could save this. It's very good against them, especially that Sneasler. Suicune, I feel like, is honestly a better choice to just get rid of here. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go into Suicune here. I hope we can take a +1 Psychic, but if Suicune dies, that's fine. They do have Shadow Ball as a move, so we definitely would have died there. So now they can take us out, and then they die as well, so we Scald. I assume it's double down here, and then I just bring in Vodkin, the Jolteon. I think it's double down here. Azelf goes down, and then... Right? They could save this, I suppose. But nothing really wants to take the Scald. I mean, Rotom, I guess, but I'm fine with Rotom damage. And also, this thing is always in range of Jolteon, and we know it's not Scarf. Vodkin is very good right now in this match. I think I want to stay Electric type as long as possible. Yeah, it's the double down. And we are absolutely down there. Self-control. The Encore Nasty Plot is annoying, but that's okay. I think it's Vodkin. I think Vodkin's the play. Or Gyarados. Because we should outspeed. We will outspeed. Let me just double check here. You are 212, 242. Yeah, we definitely outspeed Goodra. Caesar will be good against. Sneasler will be good against. Arcanine will be good against. So yeah, you know what? Gyarados comes in here. They bring in the Sneasler. This is good news. Rotom's in front of us, which means we body press, because I assume they switch to Rotom. If they stay in, the best they can do to us is if they Dire Claw and get a status. So yeah, I'm gonna body press. I assume that this thing's gonna U-turn and Rotom's coming. I swear to God, man. Okay, good. No poison touch. That would have been annoying. Nothing can take this body press. I assume it's Rotom, like I just said, and I'm pretty sure 2 body presses will crush the Rotom at this point. I think we're actually faster than his entire team, which is incredible, except for Sneasler, which doesn't really hurt us that much. This is actually going to be Scizor. This is also going to take a lot from this body press. Yeah, it absolutely does. So I'm just going to go ahead and push that again. They can bullet punch me in return if they want, but that's fine. Body press again. I definitely outspeed this. Scizor definitely goes down to this. There's no question. He can't save this. This is the sack. This is bullet punch. Scizor dies. That's what this is. 100% right now. I will be amazed if it's anything else. This has to be. This is 100% what that is. But the good news, oh, actually, it's just no bullet punch. Scizor dies, which is also very good. Because we're full health here with the leftovers, and Rotom is the only thing standing in Terragerdo's way right now. I'm so glad I brought you. The Azelf needed the Azelf gone. Terragerdo still being alive, with Azelf gone is very strong. It's very good for me. Bonjour can't come in, it can't take a body press. Rotom is the only choice. Sneasler, Arcanine can't come in. Arcanine can come in, but it has to Will-O-Wisp me. Which, at this point, I think that's not okay, because Terragerdo is one of the ways I win this game. Without Suicune, definitely is a strong way I win this game, but we still have Jolteon Terra Grass. Grass Terra doesn't really do much, actually, at this point. Scizor gone, though, means we can Terra Grass without worrying about priority. But Sneasler needs a little bit more chip before Vodkin can just win against it. This is actually back to Sneasler. This is fine with me. I'm just gonna Earthquake then. They might be trying to get a poison on me with U-turn here. I think that's what their play is. I think that's what they're trying to do, is get a poison on me. Is that really what they're trying to do? That has to be what they're trying to do here. This thing does not survive Earthquake. This has to be they're trying to poison me and that's it. But you know what? Go right ahead. Earthquake. Dire Claw. Oh, sorry. Not poison me. Status me with an annoying move. Okay, no, they do not. Earthquake comes off. Heap Jackman does not survive that. It's not Focus Sash. It goes down. That's very good. Good job, Terragerdo. Jeez. That Dire Claw did nothing. That was their play, was to try to status me with Dire Claw. What is Rotom's health? Can it just not take a body press at this point? Or does it not have Hydro Pump? It must not have Hydro Pump. There's no way you didn't go into Rotom right there. Like seriously, there's no way. How did you not just go Rotom right there? Spin Cycle. Where is he? It has to be, like, okay, here it comes. What's his health? Oh, he's half dead. Oh, really? At this point, if I don't take him out, I am going to play cautiously and make sure that this thing does not just take me out. If it goes for a move right now, it's Hydro Pump. It's not going to be healing. I'm going to definitely play cautiously here. Because that Arcanine will, like, it's a big problem right now. But I'm just gonna go and just set a Maguru. Mostly as a sack, I guess. I could go Shusanki as well, actually. Shusanki is good against nothing else. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go Shusanki here. I don't know what your status is that you have. It's either Will-O-Wisp or Thunder Wave. This thing is always in danger of... Okay, so it does have Hyper Pump. Good thing I didn't risk that. That almost takes us out. We have a little bit of speed on this set, but I doubt it's enough to matter against this Rotom. Moonblast. I think Shisanki just dies to Hex. But I gotta give props to the captain here for the double 10% poison. I gotta... The captain as in Goodra, not the captain as in the coach. But... Okay, yeah. As I thought, we died to the Hex. But this is fine. I assume... Okay, so now I bring in Vodkin here. And Goodra has to come in. As I Terrastalize. Because I'm grass. But if that, if it's Scarf Arcanine, that's bad news. But at the same time, it's not that bad of news. Because if I Grass Tower, now I take out Goodra, and then the monster comes in, and it's either this, it dies, or the Rotom dies. Okay, we're fine. I Terra Blast Grass. This has to be the captain, but it doesn't want to take 2 Grass type moves here. I don't believe you. I mean, Goodra's very specially defensive, right? I'm aware of that, but two super effective grass moves when you're rotting at 40%, and you're not even Assault Vest. You're done. You are done, the captain. I'm afraid you're done. You have to be done here. There's no way you're not. What is that? Me being an idiot. This thing is completely immune to us. Right, okay. I was frozen in fear there for a second. I knew that was the case. So we have to yawn as a sludge. No, we don't yawn. We hope Sedunagu can take 2 hits. I completely didn't think about that at all. That definitely changes a lot of things now. But the good news is, Vodkin is a very good switch into, I should have used Yawn. That's what I should have done. So because of that dumb play there, we might be in a bit of trouble. They might predict the switch here. Do we... Ice Beam. They kind of predict the switch. Yet again, I think Poison is going to put us in range of whatever. We're not gonna... I was gonna say we Energy Ball here, but no, we don't. We Psyshock. Psyshock. I think I kind of threw this away here. I'm throwing it away right now. Because if it's Scarf Arcanine, that's bad news. We can't afford to take a hit with something else. I should have just killed the Spin Cycle when I had the chance, because I think it would have taken it out. I played too cautiously. Draco Meteor definitely takes us out. Terra Blast is stronger than Ice Beam, that's for sure. I think, like I said, yeah, we're dead. That's garbage news. Now we have to take a goddamn Ice Beam from this thing, because I'm an idiot. Like, really? I think I have to yawn. I want to look at his team, but I know what it is. I think I have to yawn with Vodkin, which means I sacked Sedunagu for nothing, because I'm going to make the same play. Jeez, I'm really playing poorly here at the end. I think I have to yawn, take a Sludge Wave, or slash Ice Beam, probably get frozen, and then Volt Switch. That's what I have to do. I have to yawn and then Volt Switch. I have to yawn here. I'm being an idiot. I'm being an idiot. So, if I yawn this turn, and then I Volt Switch, like I just said, if he stays in, he goes to sleep and kills me, which means I get to do something else during my turn, like Rapid Spin. That's the only thing that's freaking me out here, is potentially Scarf Arcanine, and it's not even that big of a deal. If it's not Scarf, I think I'm fine again, but both the Captain and Spin Cycle have healed a lot from the leftovers right now, so here's a yawn. Sludge Wave, because it's slightly stronger, does not take me out. There is leftovers. Now, we have to Volt Switch here. Volt Switch. If they stay in and kill us, that is fine. That's actually good. Right? Like, I'm assuming they just keep this around. Like, oh god, I don't know their play, but I just have to do what I'm doing. I don't know how many special attacks Tergerdo can take from his guys here, but because the Captain is slow, I know it's max special attack, pretty sure, anyway. If they go to sleep here... No, we get a Volt Switch off on something, which is good news. I hope it's Spin Cycle. It's not. Okay, it's gonna be Arcanine. That's fine as well. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, so this here... Tergerdo comes in. If it's Will-O-Wisp, we're also okay. We're still okay if it's Will-O-Wisp, because we have Facade on this set. Now, I Body Press. I need Goodra to die before I can bring in... Okay, so they Flare Blitz. That looks like Banded. That hurts a lot. Body Press is enough to take this thing out. I think my play was actually Thunderbolt then, on the previous turn. Because if I Thunderbolt, I risk them being Scarf, which is my only option really. I do not take an Ice Beam at this point. I'll say that much. I think I threw this though, because I stupidly... I don't know how much Rotom takes. Spin Cycle. I don't know how much you take from this. From this Hydro Pump, but you have to hit it. You have to hit the Hydro Pump. If you do, Vodkin cannot touch. Well... yeah, I have no other option but to just stay in. Hope a Body Press is enough to take this thing out. Honestly, I don't think it is. It could be. I do not think it is. It would have been beforehand. They go ahead and miss a Hydro Pump. Dude. We Body Press again. It does not end this game. I think they still win. It does not end this game yet. I honestly think they still win. Because I can't touch Goodra at all with Vodkin, which was completely... That was a mistake on my part. A big mistake. So how much health you got, the Captain? Okay, you're at like 75%. There's no way you do not take a hit from me. There's no way. And I assume, max special attack is enough to deal the damage you need to take me out. Because I can't kill you right now. I have to just Body Press. I was a fool. Let's see if how much damage we can do. This thing's gonna live in red, and it's gonna finish me off. It has Ice Beam. There's no reason for him not to push Ice Beam right. It goes for Drake or Meteor. That still is enough to kill me. And now we do 0 damage to this thing because I'm an idiot. Yeah. Any move would have been fine. Oh man, I'm upset with myself for that one. Okay, so I'll say it right now. I forgot he had Terra Ground on Guja. I thought, for some reason, I was just thinking, okay, Water and Fairy. In my head, Terra Ground never entered my mind.
You idiot! What are you, just a big, dumb, stupid, doofy idiot with a doofy idiot hairdo? Huh?
So, that's unfortunate for me. Dude, though, wow. I can't believe the descent I just did at the end of, like, late game there. The miserably pathetic plays I just made there at the end. That was not good. Those were not good. Let's talk about these guys, though. Shusanki with the Babiri. With the Babiri Berry, we have a lot of HP. Oh, not quite max. We have 104 in special attack. A good amount of speed to try to outspeed Scizor. If it has 0 speed, we outspeed it. And then good special defense with the Calm Nature. We have Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock is pretty good against them. Honestly, now that I think about it, Stealth Rocks would have won me the freaking game. I should have gotten them up. Whatever. I didn't even get them up. Moonblast, Moonlight, Flamethrower, Stealth Rock. Fairly standard, but Berry means we eat a Bullet Punch from Scizor, even if it's banded. Doesn't do that much. It does about half to us, I guess. Even though we're not really physically defensive. And then we Flamethrower it in return, does a lot. Pretty much one-shots. Pretty much one-shots it. Vatican with the Magnet, Terra Grass. I'm an idiot on this set. I had Terra Ground for a long time. But I had Grass for a long time. And then I switched it to Ground, and then I switched back to Grass. But I'm an idiot. I knew. I'm an idiot. I think it was banded Arcanine, so had I stayed in and Thunderbolted instead, but that's not the only misplay. But anyway, Yawn was because I knew Goodra was going to come in and stop me, because I can't touch it at all. Well, when I say I can't touch it at all, I mean I barely do any damage. But in this case, I literally couldn't touch it at all. So Yawn forces it to switch out, and then I can Volt Switch into something else, unless it's Mudsdale, but that's why I have Terra Grass. Really is for Mudsdale, and also Rotom. Terragyarados with the leftovers. I threw this game, because I kill Spin Cycle from half. This is what I get for not using damage calculators, but I kill Spin Cycle from the health it was at. And then I kill the rest of his team from where he's at. I kill the rest of his team from where I was at. I can't believe I threw that. But Facade is just in case. Arcanine, looking at my team, my only switch into that of Hisui and Arcanine is going to be Great Tusk. That's the only option. That means that Arcanine's going to Will-O-Wisp me, because it can hurt me in return with Choice Band, but it's safer just to Will-O-Wisp me. So, if it burns me, I have Facade. I did not have Knockoff. Thankfully, that didn't matter. But Facade is for Arcanine burning me. Remora here, unfortunately, got a 10% poison. 10%. Very unlucky for me, because it ruins Remora. Because he can never get multi-scale ever again, and it ruined him. Surf is for Mudsdale and Arcanine. Ironhead was Terra Fairy Goodra. I honestly thought that's what his Terra was going to be. I can't believe. I can believe that he wasn't. Roost was going to be good. This is my switch in and perfect, really good answer to Sneasler. Not much it can do to us. It can run Rock Slide, but honestly, you don't ever expect Dragonite to be defensive piece, but Dragonite is. It really is. So you don't really run coverage, not that much. Like, it's not the first thing comes to your mind. Suicune, unfortunately, sucked. That was pathetic. We're max HP, max speed, timid, because like I said, I wanted to outspeed the, Rotom. Even though it could still outspeed us. Mirror Coat there, did not matter. Even if I did predict Azelf to be physical, it encored me. Azelf was a big turning point too, unfortunately. So Scald there, we didn't get the Scald burn, didn't really matter, I guess. Substitute, whatever. Substitute was because Specs Rotom coming in on us Calm Minding and it trying to use Trick on us. So we substitute on it if we're faster, that's why I needed to be faster in it. So substitute, it uses Trick, it fails, and then it's locked into Trick because it has Specs. And that's very bad news for him because I'm out of Substitute up and can freely Calm Mind, except for Azelf can Encore. I guess something I overlooked, definitely. Sedonaga with the eject button. That poison ruined you as well. It put you in range of everything. I swear to God. Everything. You are physically defensive, though. She was physically defensive. Regenerator, eject button, pretty cool. Thunder Wave, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, Psyshock. He didn't get to move, but this set does a lot. Does wonders to them. We have a little bit of speed there to try to outspeed Mudsdale and nail it with an Energy Ball. That's really the thing. Eject button was good because we can scout out a Hisuian Arcanine's Scarf or Band attack, and then eject button out with some health back with Regenerator. And also a few other things. What I find stupid, though, if you use knockoff on an eject button, it gets rid of the eject button before it goes off. Sure. If it establishes that mechanic, sure. But then you look at weakness policy, and if you use knockoff on a weakness policy Pokemon, it does not get rid of it before it goes off. So it's a little bit of contradiction there. Unfortunately, knockoff would prevent eject button. So I couldn't switch in on Caesar. That was kind of the play. And if eject button activates, you prevent your opponent from switching out with a pivot move. Also a weird mechanic, but that was the play there. Unfortunately, we're going to lose that one. That was pathetic, unfortunately. It was a good battle. It was good, but I totally threw the game like an idiot. This is what I get for not using damage calculators. Rotom took a lot more damage from Body Press than I thought it was going to. I would have killed his entire team for that point, and I threw it away. But anyway, thanks for watching and listening. I'll see you back for week 5 against Lazy Boy. We're gonna go to 3-1. I keep saying unfortunately, but yeah. Smell you later.